Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kairos, and long time no see. It's been over a year, I think, since I've posted anything on this channel, and I thought it was about time that I changed that. This is Cold Waters by Killerfish Games, which is a very excellent, slightly more modern submarine simulator. I had intended to do a Silent Hunter 4 series, as that is what my channel was. Well, that was the mainstay of my channel back in the day, and I enjoy that game. Unfortunately, my computer absolutely hates that game. The graphics card does not seem to agree at all with Silent Hunter 4. So we're going to be playing Cold Waters instead, which is still a very good game and definitely something I'd recommend. I actually wanted to make a series of this some time ago, but I just never got around to it. So that's worked out pretty well, I think. We're going to actually do the South China Sea campaign this time. And this is the more difficult campaign, but it's also a more modern, and I wanted to do something a bit more modern, so this makes sense. South China Sea it is. It's going to be hard because the South China Sea has a lot of shallow water. And also we're going to make it even harder for ourselves by randomizing our submarine, so we might get an older sub. We'll see. This is the context. A major economic crisis sees the Chinese leadership make a military push to secure Hong Kong, Taiwan, and the vast oil fields in the Spratly Islands, however you pronounce that. A cash-strapped Russia, meanwhile, supplies the PRC with military aid. Well, thanks a lot, Russia. Anyhow, let's start this. This is the name of the commander we're going to go for. I've saved that in the files. Ryan Hamilton. Which I think is a nice American sounding name. And we'll call our save file Kairos, so I can find it. And we'll start this little career here. Now this is the fancy sub you get for this particular campaign, the Seawolf. It's a very excellent submarine. You can have a read about that if you're interested. Much more modern than some of the other ones you can get, but we're actually going to randomize this, so we may or may not get this submarine. We shall see. No, we do not. We are instead given command of the USS Oklahoma City, which is a very good name for a submarine in my opinion. So I've got a good feeling about the USS Oklahoma City. We're going to take this out and we're going to see if we can live through the war. And we'll get some context now once this computer loads. Here we go. This is the background for this campaign. Straits of Crisis. Now, I'm not going to read all of this. You can pause the video and have a read of that. Basically, China wants Taiwan. No surprises there. And we have an economic crisis, I believe, which doesn't help the situation at all. Tiger economy collapses. And the Russians are getting involved, which isn't great. So World War III is about to start, and that is not a good thing. Fortunately, this is a conventional war, not a nuclear war. Not yet, anyway. China on the offensive, so we are going to stop them. We can't have them pulling a Japan now, can we? And taking over half of Pacific. So, here we are, in the year 2000, trying to stop the Chinese. And we have our first mission. Intelligence data indicates the enemy plans to reinforce its invasion force at Hong Kong. A convoy of supply ships is believed to be leaving Qingdao soon. You must intercept and destroy this convoy before the landing of additional troops and/or materials occurs. Right, so we basically have to intercept a convoy. This could be the end of us, because these convoys are usually very heavily guarded. But we'll see how we go. Our submarine is a bit outdated, but not very outdated. It's not the best we could have, but it's a good submarine. So let's rearm and repair first of all. Now, the longer we stay in here, of course, the more hours we'll lose. So we need to get a wiggle on here. What I will do is I'll get rid of some of these missiles here because I don't use them that much. So we'll just take, I think we'll just take 4 of them for now. Lost 2 hours in port for that, and we're going to replace those with conventional torpedoes. Okay, that makes me far more comfortable. I feel a little bit safer with those extra torpedoes in there. I should probably take an extra Moss as well, but we're losing hours, so let's actually get out of here. What we might actually do No, we'll leave. Cast off before we lose any more hours. Weigh anchor. And here's the map. I'm just going to pause this quickly. So, yep. This map will look familiar if any of you watched my Silent Hunter 4 series. This we would spend a lot of time pottering up and down the coast of Japan looking for things to sink, but now we've moved forward to a new war, a new age, as it were. So this is going to be a little bit different. And we're probably going to die pretty early on, but let's head towards Hong Kong now, which I think is where, let's just double check. If we go to brief, just going to quickly check this, review orders, just so forces at Hong Kong. Yes, I had read that correctly. Continue on course. Time is the enemy of this game. In any playthrough, you find that you start to race across the map trying to get to your objective before you run out of time. But we should be okay. We're just heading into past Taiwan now, and at this point I'll probably slow down because we've got enemy air cover. And I'm expecting, so wait a minute, let's just pause this. Qingdao is way up there, so they should be coming through this strait here between Taiwan and the mainland of China. So I'm hoping I'll be able to intercept them around here somewhere. Let's continue. I think if we wait here, we'll be okay. Whoa, submarines. Damn it. Okay, we got intercepted. But that's alright. That's alright. I could relocate after this, but okay, we've got a very strong surface duct. Broken calm. Our speed is 5 knots, so that's good. So we'll hopefully be at a bit of an advantage here. Let's not close in any more than we need to. Status report. I'm thinking I might load a Moss just in case. Let's all hands to battle stations and let's immediately go to silent running. See if we can outwit this guy.
New contact bearing 015. Designated Sierra 1.
Alright, silent running.
Brink ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar new contact bearing 022. Designated Sierra 2.
As you can see, the ocean here, we have only got about 250 feet of ocean, which is not good. That is definitely not ideal. But we do have a couple of, oh dear, we have a couple of contacts here. We've got to identify these. They're definitely submarines. We've got to identify these as quickly as we can. Let's make sure that's selected. I'm just going to turn off the event camera so that doesn't bother me. So we know that these are submarines. So let's select sub here. Select the submarine. That's what I meant to say. Merchant. No, I thought I was only cycling through subs. Whatever, let's just find a match. Trawler. It could be... Ooh. It could be a merchant. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't want to be firing at a civilian. That's the thing. We'll just be quiet until we, They're not pinging for us, so that's a good sign. We'll just keep on flicking through these and see if we can find what this is. It could be anything, really. It's not that. The men will do this themselves, but if we can identify it manually, it will speed things up a little bit. That's not it. It's not it either. This one's throwing me off a bit. I have to be honest. That could be it. It isn't, is it? Surely not. I thought they were submarines. Well, I don't know, maybe it is I mean, they're doing pretty well at identifying it themselves, so I could just leave them, just wait a little while until my crew identifies it. This one here, let's try this. So we got Sierra 1 and Sierra 2. They're definitely different vessels. Nope. Trawler. I reckon that that's a trawler. People who are probably a little bit more experienced at this game than I am are probably jumping up and down in the comments right now, telling me I've gone past it 3 times, but don't have a great deal of experience with this form of the identification here, trying to get these lines together. We're trying to find the sound signature, essentially, of what this thing is. We're on passive search at the moment, so we're trying to be quiet. We are rigged for ultra quiet. I have no idea. I'm wondering whether these are just merchant ships sailing around. We're gonna actually close a little bit. We'll come to let's say, yeah, 330 degrees.
Come right to 330. Helm aye.
And we'll see if we can just be quiet and eventually identify these things. Our solution isn't great, 43%. Now, some people play more aggressively than this, but if YouTube is anything to go by, I've seen people, you know, just shoot at everything that they see, essentially. But I like to play a little bit more realistically, a little bit more carefully. We could do some time compression, but then we risk being shot at and not having much time to react. Solution's getting worse, not better, which leads me to think that this is indeed a submarine that's being quiet. Something over there trying to be stealthy. It's a Romeo. Got it.
Con, helm, steady course.
Finally. Jeez. Alright. That was a bit of a slow start, sorry people, but I'm pretty confident that that is indeed a Romeo, and I think it might have a friend with it too. Let's make sure we've got submarines selected. Continue to flick through these until I'm confident that we have what we're looking at. This could be a merchant ship in the background, which is my main concern. I want to avoid civilian casualties if at all possible. So I'm worried it might be one of those, which is a patrol boat. I mean, is that likely, a patrol boat following a submarine? Either that or it's a trawler. Yeah, I think it's a trawler. I think it's a civilian. So we're going to put that there.
Sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
And we're going to hope that that doesn't bite us in the ass. Now that solution is not good at all, so I have a couple of options here. I can either just fire kind of blind in the hope that that'll flush them out. I could launch my MOS, but I don't want to waste a MOS right now. Or I could try and ping them and see if we get a response. She's moving fairly quickly. Normally I'd probably be a bit more patient than this. Let's actually... Let's get a bit of depth here first. Let's go down 100 feet.
Make depth 100 feet, dive by.
If that doesn't... If we don't have a more positive identification... It's hovering around 45%. We're up to 48% now, solution. You know what? Let's flush her out. Let's go active.
Con sonar, switching to active search.
There she is.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
And she's pinging back. Fire 1.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
And that is off.
Dive at 100 feet, dive by.
Let's continue to stay quiet. We're actually going to change course. We're going to go this way. 073 degrees.
Come right to 073. Helm aye.
I'm hoping she hasn't launched yet, so she doesn't know where we are. And if we can stay quiet and we can move gently, we should keep the wire. Let's put that there. So, of course, modern submarines, you can steer your torpedo, for anyone who's not familiar with, you know, how technology has moved on back in the day. This was not an option, but yep, as long as we keep the wire attached to this thing, we can steer this manually. And this Romeo is going down. I think it's an older submarine, much noisier than what we're in. We're in a Los Angeles class. So I don't think she even knows that she's been fired at yet. She knows she's being pinged, and she's pinging back. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. We will see how we go. Yep, she's still pinging alright.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is cavitating.
Yeah, she's speeding up. You know what? That might be a warship after all. I'm becoming concerned about that. It certainly looks like a trawler, doesn't it? I may have misidentified it. If it's a patrol boat and not a trawler, I might be in trouble here. I just don't... It's unusual for a patrol boat to be following a submarine around. Usually they'll either travel in wolf packs or they'll be on their own. Let's actually move this up a little further before we let it go active. Oh, this is actually rather tense. We'll soon know. If I can sink this, I'm probably going to try and get out and just assume that this is not a warship. I'm not going to try and chase this down.
Con, helm, steady course.
I'm pretty sure that that is just a patrol boat. Let's have a look at this. There's our torpedo heading along. And that is our target over there. There she is. It's a Romeo, alright. And she's cavitating too. She's really getting along. Still looking for us, but having no luck. Gonna move that torpedo a little bit further up. And it should go active once it reaches that target there. That box on the map. Oh yeah, she's pinging like hell. But this is actually a good start because we've essentially got this one in the bag. She's unlikely to get away from this. And she has no idea where we are. She hasn't even counter-launched. And I'm going to let this go active. Probably about there. And it should be close enough at that point to just immediately track in on its target. We shall see. You've got the stats there of the Romeo. She's a noisy sub. Let's just close that down.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Weapon acquired. So we should get an enormous explosion in a moment. I can't see our torpedo. Where's it coming from? Over there. She's almost certainly going to take evasive action. Eventually. Does she not know she's been fired at? She must know. Oh man. She had no idea.
Con sonar lost contact.
Boom.
Sierra 1, last bearing 015. Contact breaking up.
Never knew what hit her. Well, normally it's a little bit more complex than that. That was a bit like shooting fish in a barrel. But I'm happy with that result, that's for sure. Crunch. Alright, well, let's get out of here, and we've got to remember to reload that torpedo once we're out. I'm pretty sure it was just that one sub, so yep, sunk Romeo. Continue. Unfortunately, this was not your current mission target. Well, you could show some gratitude. I probably just drawn first blood of the war, so good start. Very good start, but we'll continue along here. Just stop. I believe we go to brief here, status report, we can indeed reload that torpedo, which we'll do. So we'll continue on our course, and I would like to... I won't end the episode here. I'd like to find this convoy. Oh, Jesus. Now, I don't know if that's... got sprung. Again, okay, well, I'm not sure if that's what we're looking for. I don't think that is the convoy. We have a new sonar contact bearing 147, designated Sierra 1. We have a weak surface duct and a weak thermal layout, so not ideal. We're going to instantly go to yeah, we'll keep that moss in there. Let's instantly go to silent running.
Con, sonar lost.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
So we lost contact. Last seen on 147. We've got a little bit of water by the looks of things, so we do have some room to maneuver.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing
Yes.
146, designated Sierra 1.
Now, I don't want to waste too many torpedoes on this one, but let's actually drift a little way.
Come right to 232, helm aye.
As you can see, my style is avoid being spotted if at all possible. I like to stay quiet and I like to stay focused. Partly because I'm kind of terrible at dodging torpedoes, and partly because I think this is how you would, in fact, run a submarine in real life. These days, particularly, you don't want to be getting spotted. I think when you've been located, that's probably the end of you. Would be my guess. Now, gee, she's zipping along. That is definitely a warship.
Con, helm, steady course.
Let's go back here. No, I have the map. I should keep that up. She's heading straight towards us, so I need to get this identified quickly. It's a warship, for sure. Hopefully it's on its own. I think it's just a patrol, Chinese patrol. It's definitely not our target. There it is. Nah, bullshit. There's no way that's a merchant. Surely not. See, this is something I really like about the game. The fact they've put a lot of neutral ships on the map for you to worry about, and even whales and things you can actually misidentify as submarines, which is a really cool feature. The number of times I've accidentally killed humpback whales in this game, honestly, and felt terrible about it. Maybe it isn't. I'm going to let the crew identify it themselves. It's way too quick to be a merchant ship. Way too quick. But we've already got a solution of 56%, 58%, so I'm going to let the crew try and identify it themselves. I will continue to flick through here. I don't really want to waste my moss at this point. I've only got 2 of them on board. We've got the torpedoes to spare, but not the moss. I want to save that for a rainy day. Though this may rapidly become a rainy day if we aren't careful. I think it's some kind of patrol boat. I don't buy it for a moment. If I wanted to be really cheeky, I could poke the periscope up and have a look. But she's already quite close. So I don't really want to risk that. 69% solution. I think the crew is about to identify her. We're down as low as we can get to. Yeah, this is becoming really disconcerting. She's coming real fast. Change course to 194.
Come left to 194, helm aye.
Yeah, she's zipping along. It must be a warship. It must be. Make sure that's gonna ride high, that torpedo. Because, you know, the only thing I could find there that seemed to match it was actually a merchant ship. And I don't want to fire at her until I'm sure She's so close.
Con sonar, Sierra
Yep,
1
it is a merchant.
classified as merchant.
So that's why you hold fire until you're sure. Jeez. Well, now I'm concerned that this is in fact maybe the convoy somewhere out here trying to avoid being spotted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to periscope depth.
Make depth 50 feet, dive I.
And we're going to see if we can hear anything better from up there. We know there's something out here. Question is,
Con, helm, steady course.
was it our target? Because we don't want to miss our
Con
target.
sonar, new contact bearing 246, designated Sierra 2.
There's another one out there. What, a submarine? It sounds like a submarine. I find that difficult to believe. I could have sworn that that was a task force that intercepted us.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 320, designated Sierra 3.
We need the map. Sierra 3, all the way out there. So this is why I seem to be hearing better now, so let's just ease off the planes. Stop rising here. We'll stay at about 60 feet, it's fine. See if we can identify this one. I think this is a submarine. No, that's not it. It's another Romeo. It's hard to know. It could be anything, really. What's our solution for 37? I think it's another Romeo. That's actually...
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
If that's correct, then we've got another Romeo in the bag. Romeos are pretty easy targets. Easy to hear. And that, I reckon, is it. I reckon that's what that is. Patrol boat. Very noisy. That would make sense to hear it at that range. I don't know, guys. This whole situation is making me very nervous. We've got a merchant ship here. That's definitely a merchant. There's no way we've misidentified that. This, I think, is a submarine because I can't hear its motors purring. It sounds too quiet to be a surface ship. This, I'm pretty sure, is a Kwangsha LST. Which I'd rather not piss off. Yeah, I'm very confident that that's what that is. So we'll actually enter that.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
That's a merchant? You know what? I think we might wait. I was thinking of retreating. But we've got that merchant there. I'm wondering whether this might be our target. Vessel nearby, so we can't go yet anyway. What's the solution to that? 60 something. I want to, if this turns out to be what I think it is, the plan is going to be thus. We're going to sink this Romeo, which I think that is what it is, and then we're going to surface, well, not surface, we're going to come to periscope depth and we're going to probably pop the periscope up and have a look. I'd like to know what that is. I'm relatively confident that whatever that is up there, that's far away enough. If it is a warship, it's far away enough that we can probably evade her. But I don't want our target getting away. So we're going to have to take a calculated risk here, but I do want to get rid of whatever on earth this is first. So if the men would hurry up and identify that, we'll be able to fire. We'll fire just the one torpedo. We might go down another 50
Make
feet.
depth 100 feet, dive I.
So we're on it. Can hear her a bit better, hopefully. Now she's quite close, so she may fire back at us, and in fact we're kind of idiots. Let's turn, see if we can get behind her.
Come right to 272, helm aye.
Because she will have trouble hearing us with her propellers behind her. There's a blind spot right behind these submarines, particularly the older ones.
Con, dive at 100 feet, dive aye.
Although I dare not. Yep, it's definitely a Romeo. Yep, another one. So, shall we fire? Or shall we try and get behind her? I'm going to fire, I think. I'm worried that this one's going to get away otherwise. But she will almost certainly counterfire. What am I doing? Get this map properly. If I was smart, I'd try and get behind her. But I'm conscious that you guys are probably getting impatient. So, let's have some action. Let's fire... Slap her right across the side there, and we'll try and stay quiet and get out of here. Let's fire about. Now, fire one.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
No counter launch. Not yet. So she may not even know she's being fired at.
Con sonar.
Yep, there we go.
Transient from Sierra 2. Con sonar. Launch
Of
transient
course.
from Sierra 2.
Let's have a bit more speed,
Con sonar.
please.
Launch transient from Sierra 2.
Make turns.
Let's...
Make turns for.
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
We're going to be cavitating, but there's nothing we can do about that
Con
now.
sonar. Lost con.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering aye.
That's a lot of torpedoes to
Con,
evade.
helm. Come right to 310.
We've lost the wire.
Helm aye.
We'll just have to let it do its thing now. We've got to concentrate on staying alive.
Con, helm. Steady course.
I'm just wondering what to do next.
Passing 100 feet.
Let's go down. Let's just
Passing 100 feet.
drift down. I'm hoping we'll outrun those torpedoes so we won't have to do too much evading, but the off chance that we don't. Not ready to drop a decoy quite yet. I should have gone up, not down, but... Alright, now is where we get the action. Let's get that out of the way. We don't need that anymore. Something's gone active. That's not good. I think it's time to drop a decoy after all. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. She might not know how
Passing
far
200
out
feet.
we are. No, she knows. They've all gone active. Let's stop. Whoa, we're going to hit the bottom.
Con, less than 50 feet below the keel.
Up, 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 please. That's a little too low for comfort. Little too low. Oh, dear.
Con sonar.
Got
lost
her.
contact. Sierra 2. Last bearing 20.
I need to turn that event
Contact
camera
breaking
off.
up.
But there you go. That's a successful
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for
hit.
3 knots.
And I think we may have outrun these torpedoes. I've just got my hand hovering over the decoy button just in case we don't. We may have to drop a decoy here and take some evasive action. Oh, I think we've done it. I think we're alright. Oh, good thing this thing's quick, is all I can say. If I had...
Passing 200 feet.
What, we still... Oh yeah, we're still... I need to level off the planes. Didn't need to do any fancy maneuvering there, we just needed to make sure we got out of the path of those torpedoes. All good. So let's slow down now. Let's actually get this up. 20 decoys here, we didn't need any of those. Let's slow it right down to
Make
10
turns
knots.
for 10 knots.
Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
And we're going to try and... Okay, now we're going to do something very cheeky. We're going to see if we can find out what on earth that is.
Make turns for 10 knots.
Because I've got a
Maneuvering
feeling
aye.
that that might be our target. Let's load. Let's load one of these, just in case. And we've got this one as well. So we're going to hopefully be able to sink this thing, even though it is a long way away.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns
Yep.
for 10
That's those
knots.
torpedoes detonating
Make turns for
5 knots. I'm just thinking here what to do.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Yeah, I think we're going to risk the periscope, and then if we can't find it, with the periscope, we'll use the radar. Because I'm convinced that that might be our target over there. I just have that feeling. It should still be within radar range. This is
Con sonar.
Con maneuvering, making turns for
What did you
5
see?
knots.
Yeah, see, it's skedaddling. I reckon that's our target. I reckon that that's something we're supposed to be shooting at. We'll soon know. This is something you probably would not be doing in reality, but this target is priority and I don't want to miss it. I want to find out if that's just another merchant or if it's something we're supposed to be sinking. Looks like it's a little closer than I thought it might be. Alright. Let's raise the periscope. Oh yeah, under 50 feet. Alright. There we go. Much better.
Upscope.
Okay, that's a good sign. There's nothing looking for us. I can't see anything. Where is this thing? It's off 300 degrees. Let's turn in the direction of that.
Come right to 329 Helm I.
329.
Con, dive at 50 feet, dive I.
Somewhere out there is a ship, but it's probably too far away to see. Alright, let's use the radar. Downscope.
Downscope. Raise the ESM mast.
Oh, alright, ESM mast first. Just quietly, I meant to actually raise the radar mast there, but
Lower the ESM mast.
nothing's looking for us. It's a merchant ship, I think.
Raise the radar mast.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
Con sonar. Master 3 is classified.
Okay.
Con helm, steady course.
It is Chinese, but it's not a combatant by the looks of things. So that's good news. I guess we'll leave it alone then.
Lower the radar mast.
Alright. Well, I guess we can get out of here then. Leave combat. Yep, it was just that one Romeo. So I was intercepted by a submarine. I thought it was warships, but apparently not. Apparently not. Well, I suppose that could have been a little bit more exciting, but that isn't too bad for a start. I think we'll probably call this first episode quits for now. Next episode we'll probably attack whatever on Earth that is, because, again, I don't know. I have a feeling that that could be our target there. So that's what I thought attacked us, but it was obviously something else entirely. I guess we'll find out next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far, and I'll see you all in the next episode. This has been Kairos. Thank you all very much for viewing.